Coach Marian from Malawi. Coach, your impression on the match, which you had to win in order to continue to dream about continuing with progressing.
Well, we don't, to continue to dream. We continue to have our game plan and our success. So we prepared for that. We worked very hard. Was very thought contest. We knew that we have, some very strong opponents. We also knew that the opponents are a bit dirty, which actually they proved to be. But also we were concerned with the referee because the same thing has happened, previous match. The referee seems to be having their own agenda, and the referee was extremely weak. It was no penalty whatsoever. Basically, the player dived, and that's the reason I want, to apologize to you guys for not coming early. I don't want to say the same type of cheaters. Cheater doesn't pray. And I hope, when you go and pray, you pray, for God, to give you clarity and to give you, hopes and to give you, success. And success cannot be achieved by cheating. And I was saying, to the press interview, that's the reason you may not have African referees if you look, in World Cup, because basically, cheating doesn't play.
To the floor. Please go ahead, guys. Ethan.
Coach,
yes.
I can hear that you're saying there was no penalty, as we said. If there was no penalty, what was it then?
Was a diving. If you look at, if you see, the replay, it was a dive, and the assistant referee, man of test, whatever they were shouting, penalty, and they couldn't see from here. The assistant referee was there, and he didn't, and then, he been forced by the referee to change his mind. That's not happening in football. When you make a decision, you have to stand by decision. But when you look there, you can say the referee could make mistakes. But when actually, is directed and you have a line to do that, that's not a mistake. Referee could make mistake like any other player, like everyone. Now you have to look, would Kosafa look, to punish this referee? Would look, to punish the player? Because cheating is not part of the game. We look, fair play. What's the point to say, fair play? When actually, it's not fair play.
Coach, do you think though, despite that, you had enough chances to win this game because you were dominant from the first to the second?
Well, we had I think we had the far better team. We worked very hard. They worked hard. But we created lots of chances. Unfortunately, we didn't take all of them. We missed the target a few times. We attacking. We dominated. Unfortunately, we should have been a bit pragmatic. But what can I say? That's part and parcel of the game.
And with regard to Mambo, you took him in the previous game and then you took him off in today's game. Why is it in space? Is he right into his mind of this game?
Could you repeat that again, please?
Mango.
Yes.
Mango.
Yes.
I think in the first game, I think he played in the second half, didn't finish it. And then today you took him before the second half. In terms of his space, why is it that?
Well, let's put this way. Obviously, he had a tough time, particularly with his club. He is, I think, mistreated now in his club. He was not told, exactly, the player, you are good enough or whatever, we don't want you. So I was in between and betwixt. So obviously, his fitness was not quite there. Obviously, you have to think, that some players, they are in pre-season. The season will stop. And also, Gabadino was playing for us in AFCON. He did a bit of race. He played, all the matches. Despite that, doesn't play for the club. So basically, we have to also to manage the player. In the end of the day, we have to look after, the welfare of the player. He could probably play another 10-15 minutes. But also, if you were to look, he's been targeted by the referee. Probably you heard that, the assistant referee was saying, send him off, number 11, send him off. You could hear, that. So basically, I had to take him off because the player was targeted. Particularly, their number 6 was all the time, following him. Just give, one yellow card. Number 6 should be, off. The player was targeted. And also, I said, his fitness probably could have lost, another 15-20 minutes. But they said, We want to have a healthy player rather than injured player.
Did he tell you what was happening with his club before?
Sorry?
Did he tell you what was happening with his club?
Well, doesn't need to tell me. I know everything that's happened. That's the reason I'm head coach, to have all the information possible. And I have information for every single player. When I pick player, pick the one merit. So I know exactly what has happened in the former club.
Hopefully, we wanted to add, just because we got an AFCON qualifiers as well coming up.
Well, I think AFCON, from what I heard, they've probably been postponed for the next year. So obviously we're going to have Chan. And also another thing is, try to focus a little bit on players we have, from local league as well. We have to give them, a chance as well. So it was and we knew that the player we're going to bring on, they could score. So we were close, we actually scored immediately after that. We knew we had a game plan and it worked extremely, well after halftime. So it was part of the plan and it worked. Unfortunately, we didn't score other goals.
After scoring first, what was your plan?
Well, the plan is, to score second goal, and we attack, to score third goal. That's the plan. I'm not the coach to defend. Unfortunately, we start going a little bit on the back foot because sometimes, players, let's say, it was now, they're not used to that kind of a particular players that from local league. They're not used to the, this kind of level. And if you have to look, we had, unfortunately, 7 or 8 players, key players, out of that. We had the first choice goalkeeper out, we had, Denis Chambezi out, we had Charles Tom out, we had Lawrence Chazia out, we had Charles Petro out, we had Gomezani out, we had basically, our center defenders. If you were to look, we had to revert to number 7, 8 in the country. So obviously that is coming, debutants, it's not easy. So yeah, it's understandable. Okay.
That's good.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.